Hey, greetings and salutations. On a family adventure day today. Ooh, that's a pretty rock. So shiny. That might be silver ore. This looks like it might be what's left of the Riggs train station out here on the Tidewater in Tonopah. Not much left. We're heading way back in those hills. Or is it those hills? Anyway, way back there we're going today. To check out a very remote location. Why don't you come along? Okay, so not too far from here is the Riggs Silver Prospect. And then further to the east, I've seen these on Google Earth and there's not much left here, some ore bins, and that's about it. Like this one. And it looks like it was a talc mine. It doesn't feel like talc. Maybe soapstone? I don't know. Maybe gypsum? I have no idea. I'm not a geologist. Further to the north is the Ibex Hills, and those are talc mines, and that talc has got a very slippery feel to it, you know. It's like soapy. Here's the Alouettes Mountain. There's another ore bin up there, and then on the other side of that saddle right there is a bunch of workings. But we didn't come up here to check out this old silver mine. We came up here to check out a different spot that is on the other side of this mountain here. Look at that piece. Like it's got like, that's pretty. All right, we're gonna continue on down the road. No more distractions. Okay. Well, this is really disappointing, and I wonder when this went down. I have to go back and look at the other dude's video to see when he came out. I think he was out here last year, and sorry for the wind noise. See right down there? There used to be a drill rig down there, and you see where somebody came up here and did some grading, and of course you can see the dozer marks here. And there was a building here, and there was a building here where I'm standing. There's some money right here where I'm standing. I'm sad. This has been on my list of places to go for over a year. And we should have just came out. Well, it was probably already gone by then anyway. We came out and saw the other cabin. But I'll post a link to the other guy's video. I can't remember his name right now. He's, I think he lives in the same town I do. I've seen his rig running around. And he does a lot of mining explorers and a lot of hikes and stuff. He's a much more fit man than I am, and he goes to some pretty remote places. But I think it was about a year ago he came out here, and the buildings were still here. And I also put a picture of the Google Earth image that caught my attention. Oh, look, a hummingbird. Way the heck out here. You see him?
Mm-hmm. He's at home somewhere.
But I was hoping to come up here because there were papers and everything related to this operation strewn all over the place, and I wanted to spend a little bit of time to try to find out what this place was, because there's very little information. But I'll, like I said, I'll post the Google image. But as we were coming in, I did see the ruins of an old stone cabin, and there's a road that goes up to a mine. Maybe we'll go up and check that out since everything else was a bust. On the plus side, we're 4 items into our pickup 5 items, all of which were Mylar balloons. We found 4 Mylar balloons on the trip in here.
Just need one more.
Let's need one more and we're good to go. So we get off this precarious perch that I'm on without having my wife have a coronary, and we'll go check out that old stone cabin up the way. First, let's go up this wash. There used to be an old bulldozer at the end of this wash. Let's see if they removed that. That would have been impressive.
Is it down lower in elevation?
No, it's a little bit higher.
Oh, God.
It's about the same elevation we're at right now. It's at the end of this wash. We're too far from it a minute ago. Let's go see if they took the dozer. I just shot a 5-minute clip walking around talking to my phone like a big dumb goof. And I wasn't recording anything. Idiot! Anyway, this is where the bulldozer sat. How do I know? Well, here's a pin from it right here. This right here is a pin. Probably to the hitch in the back. About 1 3/4 inches. And then over here, I found what looks like the part of the seat cover anyway. This really sucked. I don't know how long ago operations ceased out here, but the building looked like it was probably from the 70s. And man, why couldn't they just leave it? I mean, this is so remote. It doesn't see that many visitors. Would it have killed the BLM just to leave it alone? No, we got to return the desert to its natural habitat, as if to imply that human beings aren't part of the natural habitat. It just infuriates me. It would have been a cool adventure, a cool explorer. Lots of stuff to see. Yeah, the kids could have been playing on the dang bulldozer like they were over there at the cinder cone mine.
I like that.
Yeah. Fun. But no, can't leave it to benign neglect. They had to come up here with equipment and remove it all. How much of an environmental impact do you suppose that might have been? Bringing equipment out. This is a big damn dozer. They would have had to haul a big rig out here.
More impact than leaving it alone.
You'd think. But what the hell do I know? I'm just a stupid carpenter. Let's go check out that stone ruin. Or maybe they've torn that down in the interim. I don't know if this is something. Oh, well, it's got to be. There's a box. There's a mattress spring. Man, my feet are killing me. Oh, look at that. It's a coffee cup. Or a coffee pot. Percolator. See if we can find the road that goes up into that valley up there. There's a couple mines up there. I sure hope that this turns out to be a good day. I guess any day to get out with your family is a good day, but that was pretty discouraging. I was really looking forward to seeing that. So let's try to make lemonade out of lemons, I guess. Well, that was a big fat fail. Turns out it was not a mine after all. It was just a tree on the side of the hill, the size and shape of an adit. I guess it pays to get out the field glasses and glass that stuff before you go. Fortunately, we took an old mine road that was cut in the hill. It doesn't look like it's been traveled in at least 50 years. But we're going to head on out of here now and go back to those mines that were where we started from. At least there's something to see. Okay, we'll see you in a few. It looks to be an incline shaft. And there's a adit right there. There's another one over there. Looks like some stoping over there. There's an ore bin down there. These are all very unstable mines. I'm not going in any of them. These mines run the whole ridge to where we started this adventure today. Okay. Well, maybe I'll just go in a little bit. All right. There's the exit. I see a lot of footprints in here, so there's quite a few people that come in here. How do I turn my light on? Anyway. Let's just take a real quick run out there. Oh, there's poop. I don't have any lights, but it'd be a fun one to explore, eh? But you see how crumbly the rock is. You know, especially, you know, like up there. And this does feel like talc. Yeah, certainly does. You know, it occurs to me, was it last spring? Yeah, it was last April. We were over by the railroad grade, over by Riggs. and we went into what I thought was a talc mine, and it turned out to be a silver prospect. So there may be silver associated with this, but there's also a lot of other minerals like talc, lead, tin, zinc, that kind of stuff. Like I always say, I'm not a miner, I'm just a stupid carpenter. What the hell do I know? There's another adit that has collapsed. Well, here is what I would suspect to be one of the main haulage adits that has collapsed to a degree. There's also workings above, so they might have used this as an R shape. Ouch. This goes back there. Actually, that don't look too terrible. But Ricky's not going in there today. This is collapsed into the adit. And of course, erosion from the opening. Looks like, I don't know if they had just one. Well, we'll see if there's any pilings down here. They had the ore bin here. They had another, probably for waste rock. And two more for waste rock, perhaps. What's left of an old shack and the road out of here, and it looks like this picks up that main road and that heads right to Silver Lake. So perhaps this mine dates from the early 1900s. I'm gonna do some digging and I'll annotate it here if I find the answer, but it looks like, you know, early 1900s era construction techniques. I know they mined in this area into the 50s, but the ore would get trucked out of here and brought down to Silver Lake, where there used to be a stop on Tidewater and Tonopah. Oh, an old 57 case. 44 Remington mag. So this ore probably went to Silver Lake, where it got stockpiled, loaded on trains, and hauled off the market. So I'll show you. Maybe we leave that way and exit out via Silver Lake, and I'll show you where this ore ended up. I spy with my little eye my next project car. Huh? Ooh, it's a hot rod. That'd be a rat rod project right there. Look, see. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's cool as hell. That's where we came from. Look, there's more over there. And that's where we started this morning. Anyway, like I just said, name this car. She's a beauty. Let's see. Allstate. I thought they sold insurance. What do you think? Comment in the comment section. What kind of car is that? All right, I apologize for the wind noise. This is the old town site, use that loosely, of Silver Lake. This is where the ore from the talc mines would come, and back in the day it used to get processed across the way. I don't know if you can see it, but right down the middle of that dry lake, right down the middle of that dry lake is the original railroad grade for the Tonopah Tidewater Railroad. It came through here in 1905, 1906. And it's a dry lake, right? And it's the straightest shot out of Baker up to the Amargosa River Basin. And then in 1911, there was a flood that the water level in the lake rose to 3 feet, which is about the height of the railroad grade. And then again, a few years later, the lake flooded to a level of 6 feet, which put the town and the processing plant underwater. So in I think 1914 or maybe 1911, 12, somewhere around there in the early teens, they moved the railroad grade to the other side of what's now Highway 127, the high ground, and the depot came right through here. And there's still piles of talc, little piles of talc. But this is the site. Apparently, this is the site of the old post office at Silver Lake. Around these tamarack trees. And out there, you can see some posts sticking out of the ground. Is a cemetery. Somebody came out here and put some frosty beverages on the graves for the... That's been there a minute. Floyd James Crabtree. Gerald Lee Smith. 2008. Oh, wow. I think he probably was a mechanic, yeah? Death Valley Jack. That's what it was. Death Valley Jack. Harry. I can't read that.
Death Valley Jack. This is David Walker.
N.I.C. Nichols. Nickerson. That's what it was. Harry W. Nickerson, 1897, 1932. Death Valley Jack. And then you got these unmarked graves. And then you got pet graves. John Kraft. Thelma Kraft. 2013. Bonnie Bryant. This one was Debbie. 2020. Yep, they're still burying people here. Bonnie Bryant. It's a baby. All right, here's where the railroad came through, and there's where they loaded all the talc. You can see piles of it right along Highway 127, which wasn't here when the railroad went through, but you have this siding here where after the railroad shut down in the 20s, they probably used trucks. I'm speculating, of course, because I'm just a dumb goof. I don't know what I'm talking about. But I do so love it out here. And I'm really gonna miss this place. And this is the last off-road explorer in the Mojave Desert you're gonna see from this channel in a while, because we're moving to Texas. So one of the reasons why I'm hobbling around is because I've been on my feet for 2 weeks straight for 10 hours a day getting ready for the move. And I'm just, you know, Tanner asked me yesterday if we could take one more explorer before we moved, and how do you say no? And it's a beautiful day for it. It's in the mid-70s. A few clouds here and there, but nothing. Yesterday it was windy and really cold and rainy, and today it's just beautiful to be outside. So thanks so much for coming along with us. We're gonna run into Baker to see if we can find something to eat. So if you like this video, smash the like button and share it with your best social media network. If you haven't subscribed yet, please click subscribe, and also the bell icon. That way you get post notifications. If you want to support the channel, you can shop on Amazon. There's links in the description where you can do all your Amazon shopping. If you want to throw me a couple of bucks, there's PayPal. If you want to support the channel on the monthly, there's Patreon. All those links are down in the description. And so until next time, you have fun, stay safe, shoot straight, keep your powder dry, have a splendid day. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Say bye.
Bye.
And that's number 5. This is a pretty good principle to follow whenever you're out about exploring. Pick up 5 pieces of trash. Do that, you make the world a better place. The end.